Hello and welcome to a Smurd P video, and today we're looking at Mighty Morphin Power Rangers 119, and we are heading towards the finale of this fabulous run. I know that a lot of people have commented on this, and I was going to do a video last week and I thought best of it, but it just because they're ending this run, in my mind, this is my opinion, they've not said that there are no more Power Ranger comics. They said look to San Diego Comic Con, which I think is July time, where there will be new announcements, which means whatever they've got designed is going to come out of the ashes. Now, that may just mean very simply they move on to Power Rangers Zero, or they call it something where they can tap into lots of Mighty Morphin teams. But what has made this so good is that it's sort of always continued on. We've had stuff in season one. We've had, actually, no, we sort of start in season two, don't we? In fact, no, we do start in season one. Yeah, sorry, what am I talking about? We started in season one, then we moved on to season two. Now it looks like they're going to skip season three. So it will be very interesting to see what happens. So anyway, let's talk about this story. So I've got the usual variant that I like, which is zombies, which I think has perplexed a lot of people because there's no zombies in here. They're just, well, Dark Energon Rangers, whatever you want to call them. This is written by Melissa Flores, colors by Raul Angelou, with assistance of Jose Enrique Fernandez, illustrations by Simona D. Gianfelice, with Marco Renna, and letters, as always, done by Ed Dukeshire. Apologies if I got any names wrong. So our story starts with Rita being put in her box and hidden under the moon, which sort of makes sense for the next step, which is obviously the wedding, which probably happens after this. So she is buried under there. And very similar to Zed, she was guided not to lose. Billy is exhausted and Kia is trying to steal one of the eggs. However, Kendall is there to stop her with the help of Billy. So, but she has disrupted the shield. Meanwhile, the Rangers on Earth are having a moment. There are a few doubts thrown in from all of them. So from Aisha, it's about losing her teammates Adam and Rocky, and they were like in sync when they used to do tournaments together like a hive mind. So that's quite interesting because they were quite a close-knit part of that team. Trini doubts being the Red Ranger, and losing obviously Yale and Kiev as well. And then they start coming back. They start boosting each other's confidence and reminding them what it's all about. It's about hope. It's about fighting for your friends, etc. And, you know, we get some nice moments. We get Zach and Trini kissing. I can't remember if that's actually happened on screen yet. So that's quite nice as well. And then, you know, a little blossoming relationship there between Aisha and Matt as well, which has been grown for a while. Squat and Bamboo manage to escape Dark Specter, who is wounded, and they want to save Rita Repulsa and maybe make an alliance with Lord Zed. And she says, "Oh, Squat, you're a fool. You don't understand. It's already going to be successful in terms of Spectre's power." So Spectre's damaged as well and trying to get back to Thing, and sort of mourns the fact that he's lost the magic from Rita Repulsa. However, I can't remember his name. From Hyperforce, he says there's a bigger prize and leave it to me. We'll go attack the Rangers on Earth. Trini and Kier have an exchange of words, which is quite interesting because, you know, considering they were friends once, is quite a nice dynamic. The betrayal of it all, etc. And she wants to know why she's taking the eggs, because you've disabled the Thing and affected us. You left us at safe haven. And she said she had no other choice. She made that run with the plan to gather more Rangers, but the infection was bigger than intended, and you know, even if she found any Rangers, they could not morph. The infection is bigger than anything, so she plans to get the egg to create an explosion to shatter the grid. And it's the only other option, or Dark Specter has run. Oh, sorry. Billy comes to an conclusion that actually 2 white coins, which have worked already, they're designed to protect any evil from getting in and infecting them, can be used to generate and sort of protect some of the Rangers out in the field. However, it ends up meaning that Tommy will not be morphed with them and fighting with them. And Kimberly sort of points out that he's the strongest Ranger, but sharing this power means that they have a chance, or some sort of chance, etc. And then Ranger Slayer, points out that if Draken's taught us anything, it's that one Ranger will never be stronger than a team of them. I find that piece of writing insulting. Now, Draken did run off. Draken did sacrifice himself to, but he didn't teach these Rangers anything. These Rangers were already knew that being part of a team made them bigger than anything. I don't know. I don't know what Melissa was thinking saying that. That's probably the first time that I've actually thought, what the are you writing? She could have said that, remember, Draken sacrificed himself to get us this coin, so we could do something bigger. That would have sounded better. I'm not a writer, so, I'm just a critical reader. And usually I just read through these and just share it with you, etc. So sometimes my views don't even come into play. But then we get Tommy stepping up to the plate, making a big speech, He morphs, and it means it's the most important part of who I am. But what's more important is protecting my team. So the Rangers, now that the shield's starting disabled, they're sort of scared to morph. They are losing badly to the Hyperforce villain that I can't remember his name, and some of the Dark Rangers and Dark Putties, whatever you want to call them. So they end up morphing and risking it. However, something different happens. They have been, and I looked at it, I went, wait a minute, what's going on? And then it made sense. They've been imbued with white tiger goodness. So, you got green, you got all the yellow Rangers, and then you got some pink Rangers and the purple Ranger and the blue Ranger, and it's very, very cool. They're not evil, it is working. Aisha does not want to lose her teammates, so she manages to save them. However, it does not resolve everything. There's still something quite wrong with Rocky and Adam, but they are back at the thing. So they're starting to talk about plans. They're still on the back foot. There's still the big problem with the entire Morphin Grid being corrupted. Then Kendall starts talking about powerful. Then there's, when they morph, that's the most powerful moment of energy. And she's talking about amplifying it. And Trini's like speculating, well, even if we had enough Rangers to morph, it wouldn't be enough, etc. And then Ranger Slayer mentions the Solar Rangers, the planet that is made of zero crystals, and they may have a chance. And then we end with Rita Repulsa saying, and she looks in this artwork absolutely beautiful, and I'm not sure what the intent is here. Maybe she started taking some of that rejuvenation of spell that we saw just before the wedding. She says, let the Rangers have their faith, etc., etc. And she says to Squad, but, I'm done with this all. She's done with this all. She is in there. She's not getting involved, and she is hidden under the moon, ready for that Power Ranger episode, filling in that gap of where she came from, how she got in, etc. And, she just looks free maybe for the first time in a while. But, the Rangers have their faith. They have their next assignments. So let's see how that goes. Here's some of the other comics going on. And yeah, I mean, it's a good issue. It's once again, it's the slow burn. And I was thinking to myself as I read this, I'm not sure if I'm bored or what. I feel like events aren't what they used to be. Events used to be a reasonable amount of issues, sometimes 8 to maybe 12, whereas I think this is quite a lot. If I remember, what did it start with? 100 and something, yeah. So I feel like sometimes these events are too long, too big. But then again, I felt like that was Shattered Grid, and then I went and read it as a whole, and I enjoyed it. And maybe it's just where I'm reading this over a massive period of 12 months, etc. Maybe I've just got a bit of Power Ranger fatigue. Maybe it just needs to be fresh, and maybe this reboot or whatever it is, or even if it's cancelled, I have to deal with that. We don't know until they make such announcements, etc. Is exactly what Power Rangers need. And don't get me wrong, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers comics have been phenomenal. I've loved them. I've been reading them since 2018. Big fan. So, but there's so many Ranger teams and material out there, they could easily jump quite nicely. So, and I think we'll see the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers again at some point. Or it may just be a stopgap, and then they'll go back. You remember Beyond the Grid? That was like very similar like that, and that was fresh. I loved that. That was a great little story. So, I'm all for seeing what they do. I'm not sure whether Melissa will be at the helm or whether it'll be somebody else. We will have to see. So anyway, if you like my video, please do support my channel by subscribing. Thank you for watching. Thank you to everybody that is subscribed to my channel already. Really appreciate it a great deal. Make sure you look after yourself. And as always, embrace geekiness. Take care. Goodbye.